Hi, I'm Viraja. I'm bringing you a Viraja Live. I'm from Omni Resort in La Costa at the BioReGenesis Conference. We're at the final moments of the conference and people are packing up and leaving. But I caught this amazing woman before she leaves. I was actually just packing up myself and said, if I walk out and there's somebody there amazing when I walk out this door, I'm going to do an interview. I said that. And here she was. And this is honestly going to be one of our first times that we get to drop in, but I got to witness Kelly Gallagher on stage. And she was emceeing and sharing her story, which is quite epic. You can come on through. So I was saying people are kind of passing through and unwinding. But welcome to this Viraja Live, Kelly Gallagher, and tell us a little bit about you.
Well, Viraja, thank you so much for having me. I'm a 5-time cancer survivor powered by my 6th pacemaker and a new heart valve. And I am the ultimate sort of science experiment for BioReGenesis. And I'm kind of a testament to the fact that you can regenerate. They gave me 21 years a year to live 21 years ago. And I'm still here. So, and it's because of a lot of the devices like this, the supplements, the nutrients, the information, and all of these people. But this is new. This is like medicine with consciousness, which they're finally talking about how important that is to our health and well-being. So that's why I'm here.
That's why you're here. You are the walking testimonial with the big smile and the big heart who says, when you say hi to her, she was like, I hug. And why I want to mention that is because there were so many experts on stage this weekend, scientists from various places around the world, and they were acknowledging all of the pieces that they've come to discover that are important in as far as our overall health and well-being and our capacity to regenerate. And one of them was the emotions.
Right. The emotions are so important. They're key. You know, I was adopted. I was molested. Until I processed a lot of that grief and that shame and blame, and you have to get to a place of forgiveness and forgiveness for others, but most importantly, forgiveness for yourself. And I had to, get there. And sometimes that's not easy. Even if you know it in your head, getting into it in your heart and letting it go is another process. And there's other machines like Zyto and the Evox machine that I use that have helped me to release, years of grief in days. And so, I'm a big fan of all of this technology and the future of wellness.
Oh, I'm excited. I haven't heard of those before. Can you repeat them? Vito and Evox?
Zyto, the Zyto machine, you put your hand in a cradle and it reads, much like some of the devices that they had here today, but it reads your whole body and all the chemicals and pesticides and viruses and molds and different heavy metals that are impacting your health. And then the Evox records your voice and you heal through your voice. So it's kind of like therapy, but it's not really therapy, in a way, you're processing some of these old wounds, and it works. It works. I mean, I have every reason to know it works. I'm here.
It works. So we
call it what works medicine.
Love it. And thank goodness you found what works over and over and over every time. And one of them was a doctor, Jimenez or something. Jimenez.
Right. Hope, the cancer. Is it Hope for Cancer?
Hope for Cancer.
Yeah, he's an amazing doctor.
Yeah, he had some great quotes. I was just going to try and recall one, but he had a great quote I was trying to recall when it was about what works. Part of what he was referring to, and this is a different thought, but I'll go there, is the thoughts and the impact that thoughts can have on our body. He said a bad thought can kill you any faster than any disease.
Absolutely. And when I came here, I've been working on a project that has been, pretty intense. And so, I was just like, so to be here and have some of those thoughts and some of the loops, kind of erased with some of these technologies is really a gift. It's a huge, huge gift. Lifts the weight right off you. And I'm like 2 inches taller just by, hanging out with these guys for the last 2 days.
I feel amazing too. I've been on quite a lot of the machines today. I'm going to let some people pass through. And if we might interview you too. No. So there are these renewed opportunities we get at life, right? When we get faced with these big challenges and things that come along. So what are you sharing from since you have all these opportunities to kind of revisit what you're doing here, I'm guessing, what you want to do with your life, what you want to do with the world, what are you most inspired to do? And what are you doing?
Well, right now I just finished producing 21 hours of television called Get Your Life Back Now .live. and it is like 16 doctors and 8 experts, kind of news you can use, and it's really well curated. I know there's a lot of information on the internet, but my doctor, Dr. Lee Cowden, is somebody who has the Academy of Comprehensive and Integrative Medicine, and I just know that, these guys are telling you things that work. And so we put it all together. We packaged it up. It's now on sale online at getyyourlifebacknow.live. We also have an affiliate program if you want to, also, create wealth for yourself and pushing health for wealth, because for me, if you don't have your health, you have no wealth. And so this is just, we just came back from the Bahamas where we have a bunch of women that are, emancipating their financial freedom, actually working to push this health product out. So that's kind of, it's exciting. I never expected that to happen. And I just got to go to a conference down there where it was just another gift. And they were like, oh my gosh, we need this information. And so it wasn't just for here, it's other places need it. And personal power healthcare is the way to go into the future. Right now, our healthcare system is so mucked up. If you're lucky enough to have healthcare, it still doesn't insure your mouth and your eyeballs, which are the two things closest to your brain. I mean, there's so many.
Wow, let's rewind. Personal Power Healthcare.
Right.
And
That's
is that
your website under development right now? Personal Power Healthcare.
Personal Power Healthcare? You have essentially coined that term.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
What do you think? Thumbs up, hearts? You like this? Personal Power Healthcare. Part of what originally got me to move to this area of Southern California and Encinitas was going to a graduate school that actually was represented here at one of the booths, which is California Institute for Human Science. And the intention of that is bridging Eastern and Western approaches to health and healing and psychology and consciousness. And part of what got me so excited and a yes to that program is because of the options that I was empowered to have and that I knew I could bring to other people and their awareness of other things other than what a lot of Americans I've been hypnotized and brainwashed to think are the only options.
Right.
Yeah. So I have a question in here. What do you want to say about that?
About all the options that we have here that we don't get here?
I know there's a richer question in this. The personal what and then what
the more you know about yourself, the more you take yoga. That if you take Kundalini yoga, that you can do like 4 postures and balance all your hormones. If you know enough about juicing and water fasting, you can reset your body on a monthly basis, even if you don't do it every day. You can take 3 days a month and clean it up. There's ways to cheat, because if I had to do it every day of my life since the last 20-something years, guess what? I would not have done it. But I did my best. I did what I could do, and when the rubber hits the road and you got life or death at hand, I didn't want to die without having done something good yet. So my fear of God and everything kind of drove me until I could drive myself. And until I realized that food had such a tremendous impact on our bodies, that sugar was killing me, that I was bulimic because my body was out of balance. And when I started to eat protein and fat, that I no longer haven't been bulimic since 1992. And that was from Dr. Gonzalez and the Dr. Kelly program, which is really like the Gerson program. So it's all about, food is your medicine, medicine is your food. Yeah. If you believe in God, God doesn't make mistakes. If you believe in aliens, you think that they would muck it up this bad? I mean, come on, it's like
personal power healthcare, feeling what's true for you when it's true for you, letting that be what you do, and trusting it, believing it, feeling good about it, and that will yield better health.
Right. And if you need to know how to do that, check out our new series, GetYourLifeBackNow.live. We want to have more of this kind of programming out there so people can get curated information that is news you can use and things to save your life and your soul.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I'm so darn glad you're here.
Well, thank you.
And you're sharing this, and your soul is so bright, and you're so beautiful. Thank you for sharing about Get Your Health Back, Your Life Back Now .live, and all the work you're doing with film and raising awareness. Yeah. Thank you. I'm honored to know you. And
people need to know. Check out Vax. Check it out.
Vaxxed. You were instrumental in Vaxxed.
I was one of the co-producers of Vaxxed.
You were the co-producers even. I heard her mention it when she was on the panel. That VAXXED, correct?
Right.
VIXXED about the vaccines, the reality.
It's actually about fraud at the CDC. It's really it's not an anti-vaxxer movie. It's a movie about fraud, and people need to know that, and then make your mind up about vaxxed or no vaxxed.
Yeah.
But I think that you need to understand that they cheated on a study that is causing African American boys to get autism at a rate of 300% higher increase if they get that MMR vaccine on time. So people need to watch it. You need to know. You need to protect your kids and know that. I
have goosebumps. Woo! As a child just came up and is watching us do this film right now, and how I'm weaving back to personal power healthcare. I think I'm way behind you and with you at your bio side with that one, sister. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Much love to you. Check out this woman, send her questions, or check out the work that we're talking about. I'm so glad you joined us. Blessings, and we're shining out from Omni La Casa. Kelly and Viraja. Love you. Ciao.